The Seafarer is an Old English poem written by an unknown author, likely composed between the 8th and 10th centuries. It is part of a collection of poems found in the Exeter Book, one of the most important surviving manuscripts of Anglo-Saxon literature. The poem reflects the struggles and emotions of a sailor who spends his life on the sea, far from the comforts of home. The time period in which this poem was written is often called the Anglo-Saxon era, a time when people lived simple lives in small villages, farming the land and fishing in the sea. Life was hard, and many people turned to faith and storytelling to find meaning in their struggles. The sea played an important role in their lives. It was both a source of food and trade, but also a symbol of danger and uncertainty. The Seafarer explores themes of loneliness, longing, and the search for purpose. It also touches on the idea of faith, as the speaker reflects on God and the afterlife. This poem gives us a glimpse into the inner thoughts of someone who feels caught between two worlds: the harsh reality of life on the sea and the spiritual hope for something greater beyond it. Now, let's start the story. There was a man who lived on the water. He was not a fisherman or a trader. He was a sailor, a man who spent his days and nights on a ship far from land. The sea was his home, but it was not a kind home. It was cold, wild, and full of danger. Yet, the man could not leave it. The sea called to him, pulling him away from everything he had ever known. This is the story of the Seafarer, a man who gave his life to the waves. Long ago, the seafarer was not always a sailor. Once, he lived in a small village surrounded by green fields and tall trees. The village was quiet, with wooden houses and narrow dirt paths. People worked together, planting crops, raising animals, and sharing meals. The seafarer had a family, a wife who smiled warmly and children who laughed as they played in the fields. The seafarer loved his family, but he was different from the others in the village. While the villagers were happy with their simple lives, he felt restless. He would sit by the edge of the forest or climb to the top of a hill, staring at the horizon where the land met the sea. The sound of the waves calling to him filled his mind with dreams of faraway lands and adventures beyond the horizon. One day, unable to resist the pull of the ocean any longer, the seafarer said goodbye to his family. He promised to return, but, deep down, he knew he might never come back. He packed a small bag with food, a flask of water, and a thick cloak to keep him warm. Then he walked to the shore, where a ship waited to take him away from everything he had ever known. When he stepped onto the ship, the seafarer felt a mix of excitement and fear. The ship was small and made of wood, with sails that flapped in the wind. The crew welcomed him, but they were strangers, and he did not know if he could trust them. As the ship sailed away from the shore, the seafarer looked back at the village one last time. He saw the rooftops of the houses and the smoke rising from the chimneys. His heart ached, but he turned away and faced the sea. At first, the seafarer thought the sea would bring him happiness. He imagined himself exploring new lands, meeting strange people, and discovering treasures hidden in distant shores. But the sea was not kind. It was wild and unpredictable, tossing his ship like a leaf in a storm. The wind howled, the rain poured, and the waves crashed against the sides of the boat, threatening to swallow it whole. The seafarer learned quickly that life on the sea was hard. There was no soft bed to sleep on, no warm fire to sit by, and no friendly faces to share stories with. He spent his days pulling ropes, steering the ship, and keeping watch for danger. At night, he huddled under his cloak, trying to stay warm as the cold air bit at his skin. The crew worked hard, but they were not always kind to each other. Sometimes they argued over food or blamed each other when things went wrong. The seafarer kept to himself, watching and listening. He learned to read the sky and the waves, knowing when a storm was coming or when the wind would change direction. He became skilled at sailing, but he also learned that the sea was always in control. No matter how strong or clever a sailor was, the sea could take his life in an instant. But even in the hardest moments, the sea had a strange beauty. The seafarer watched as the sun rose over the water, painting the sky in shades of gold and pink. He saw dolphins leap beside the ship, their sleek bodies gliding through the waves. He marveled at the stars above, which seemed brighter and closer out on the open water. These moments made him feel alive, as if he were part of something much bigger than himself. As the years passed, the seafarer began to feel the weight of his choice. The sea gave him adventure, but it also took away everything else. He missed his family, the sound of his wife's voice, the laughter of his children, the warmth of their hugs. He missed the simple joys of village life, the smell of fresh bread baking, the sight of flowers blooming in spring, and the feeling of solid ground beneath his feet. On long, lonely nights, the seafarer sat on the deck of the ship, staring. At the horizon, he thought about the life he had left behind and wondered if he had made the right decision. Sometimes he imagined returning home, walking through the village, and seeing the faces of his loved ones again. But he knew it was impossible. 2. Much time had passed, and he had changed too much. He was no longer the man who had left the village all those years ago. The seafarer also felt a deep loneliness. Out on the sea, there was no one to talk to except the crew, and even they could not understand the thoughts that filled his mind. He often spoke to the sea itself, asking it questions he knew it could not answer. "Why do you call me?" he would ask. "What do you want from me?" The waves crashed against the ship, as if laughing at his questions. Other times, the sea was calm, its surface smooth like glass. On those nights, the seafarer felt a strange sense of peace, as if the sea understood his pain. Sometimes the seafarer thought about the other sailors he had met during his journeys. Some of them had become friends, sharing stories and laughter during quiet moments on the ship. But many of them had died, some in storms, others in battles, and some from sickness. The seafarer carried their memories with him, thinking about their faces and the things they had said. He wondered if they had found peace in the afterlife, or if they were still lost, like him, searching for something they could not name. Every night, the seafarer dreamed of land. In his dreams, he stood on a beach, feeling the sand between his toes and the sun on his face. He saw green fields stretching out before him, dotted with flowers of every color. He heard birds singing in the trees and children laughing as they played. For a moment he felt happy again, as if he had returned to the life he had lost. But then the dream would change. The sky would grow dark, and the wind would pick up. The waves would rise, crashing against the shore and pulling him back into the sea. The seafarer would wake up suddenly, his heart racing. He would look around and see only the endless water and the dark sky above him. These dreams brought him both comfort and pain. They reminded him of the happiness he had once known, but they also made the emptiness of his present life feel even deeper. Each morning he woke feeling heavier, as though the weight of his loss grew a little more with each passing day. Over time, the seafarer began to understand the lessons the sea was teaching him. The waves never stopped moving. They rolled forward, crashed against the rocks, retreated, and then returned again. Life, he realized, was like the sea. It was always changing, always moving forward, whether you wanted it to or not. The seafarer also learned patience. He had to wait for storms to pass, for winds to calm, and for the sun to break through the clouds. Sometimes he went hungry. Sometimes he was soaked by rain and chilled to the bone. But he kept going, day by day, because he had no other choice. He learned to endure, to face each new challenge with quiet strength. He began to see beauty in the world around him. The way the sun painted the sky in gold and red at dawn, the way the stars sparkled like jewels at night, and the way the sea whispered secrets to the shore. These small moments gave him strength, even though his heart still ached with longing. The seafarer also began to think about God. In the quiet moments on the ship, when the crew was asleep and the sea was calm, he prayed. He asked God to guide him, to give him strength, and to help him find meaning in his life. He thought about the afterlife, imagining a place where there was no pain, no loneliness, and no storms. He hoped that when his journey on the sea ended, he would find peace in the arms of God. The seafarer knew he could not return to the life he had left behind. His family was gone, his village was far away, and he had changed too much to fit back into that world. But he also knew that he could not keep wandering forever. He needed to find meaning not just in the world around him, but in his own heart. One day, as he stood on the deck of the ship, watching the sun set over the horizon, he spoke aloud to himself. "I have given my life to the sea," he said. "It has taken much from me, but it has also given me much. I have seen wonders that few others will ever see. I have faced storms that would break a weaker man, and I have learned that life is both beautiful and hard." From that day on, the seafarer began to look at life differently. He still felt sadness, but he also found hope. He realized that while the sea had taken his old life, it had also given him a new one. He carried the lessons of the waves in his heart, knowing that even in the hardest moments there was beauty to be found. The seafarer also began to think about the future. He knew that his journey on the sea would not last forever. One day, he would die and his body would sink into the waves. But he hoped that his soul would rise to a better place, a place where there was no pain or loneliness. He prayed that God would forgive him for his mistakes and welcome him into the afterlife. The seafarer's journey eventually came to an end. No one knows exactly how or when he died, but his story lived on. People who heard his tale were moved by his bravery and his struggle to find meaning in a life shaped by the sea. Some say the seafarer found peace before he died. They believe he climbed to the top of a cliff one day and looked out over the ocean. He saw the rolling waves, the endless horizon, and the sky stretching out before him. For the first time in years, he felt a sense of calm. He closed his eyes, breathed deeply, and let go of the sadness that had weighed him down for so long. Others say the seafarer never truly found peace. They believe he continued to sail until the end of his days, searching for something he could never find. But even if he did not find peace, they say his journey taught him important lessons about life, loss, and the strength of the human spirit. The seafarer's story reminds us that life is full of change and uncertainty. We cannot control the storms that come our way, but we can choose how we face them. Like the seafarer, we can carry the lessons of the past in our hearts and find strength to keep moving forward, even when the road or the sea is hard.